Okay, Pisces, this is the Aries, Saturn and Aries reading. So it went into Aries on May 24th, and it will be there until April 12th of 2028, and it dips back into your sign, let's see, September 2nd until February 15th of 2026. Okay, so for a few months it goes back in your sign. This, actually, I wasn't expecting it, but it could be a kind of still major transit for you, because I have a lot of major arcanas. Okay, so, of course, Saturn is the karma and lessons, some of the things that we could be learning or working on our impulses, the speed at which we do things, our level of confidence, motivation, and willingness to take leaps of faith and start new things. I focused on the challenges and the gifts, okay? For you, I don't know, it's almost like maybe you're coming out of it's like you're waking up. And so the card I got, I've never gotten this card before out of this deck. Not that I use this deck a lot, but I've never gotten it. Is this me? So I'm going to read that. I'm going to read it out of the book. So it's acceptance, because this kind of goes with this 5 stages of grief, and this is acceptance. I cannot recognize myself, but I'm still me. I cannot recognize myself as I can't remember the road that led me here. How can I see the road ahead? This card is not about an affirmation, but rather a question. Is this me? Can I recognize myself? Maybe yes, maybe no. But for sure, I lost the road I had once. The last time I stopped to really think about it in my heart, I feel maybe like the high school girl that went to the prom, but truly I am now 45 and I weigh thrice. And I feel myself, I feel my true self as the kid that wanted to play soccer with the Real Madrid. All this while punching numbers on an Excel file out in an insurance office. It is not necessarily something negative as a dream lost or corrupted. I could see myself as love is the most important thing in my life, but actually I have a very well-paid job that makes me travel, and I sleep alone in hotel rooms. When did we last look at ourselves in the mirror? Do we like what we are? Make no excuses, because the choices we made, what we are our responsibility. If an old dream is dead, it's time to dream anew. If the old dream is alive, it's time to go back to it. So the challenge for you, this looks pretty major though, because look, we have the Lover's choice, we have Judgment, Crossroads. Look at this. We have the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Cups. It's almost like we're at a crossroads. It's like, what's the dream? What's going to make us, you know what I mean? The Ace of Wands is about passion, excitement. What's the new lease? It's like a new lease on life. And that's intuition. It's like she has a lot of wisdom. Maybe you've gotten to your, I've gotten a lot of wisdom here. So there's doors open. This one's a little different for me than the rest. This one feels a little different than everybody else's. To be honest, they seem to have. It almost seems like you have theirs seem to have things to still overcome, whereas I don't necessarily see something to overcome, but more as to kind of find yourself more, as kind of like find yourself again. You know what I mean? You are the last in the zodiac, so it makes sense. And you did just come out of the Saturn, so that makes sense as well, that you just went through that transit. So it makes sense that you probably just went through and learned some sort of lessons and challenges and karma, and so this is very interesting to me. This could also be finding yourself in relationships as well. It's going to be different for everybody, because the Lovers could be relationships, like finding yourself in, like, who are you in a relationship? Because it seems very personal. I gotta see this High Priestess. Or who are you gonna be? Power. You're taking a new road. I feel like that's what it is. You're taking a new road, because we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, what's the Judgment? That fell out. I don't know which way that was supposed to be, because I caught it reverse. It came out upright. I think you're leaving behind anything that's not, that you view as not successful. That's the choice. Relationship wise, it doesn't matter whether it's, wherever it's love, okay? If it's love, whatever, love, family, if you're not valued, if you're not loved, if it's not successful, if you're not valued, I probably said that, I think you're leaving it behind. I feel like you're dropping this emotional baggage. I think that's part of it. That's going to be a challenge. Maybe a challenge to communicate it. So we have the 8 of Wands. Interesting. This is so interesting. Because it's like, you've got to figure out who you are. And like what you want and who you want to be. And so maybe you're going to be trying things, and I feel like you're coming out of survival. Because I have the Fox here. This is survival. And the gift is you have a new life, maybe a community, a new community. You also have the prosperity card with the fish on it. that is financial success as well. So you're most likely you're coming out of survival. is the sixth chakra here then? Third eye. Oh, you're going to have to just trust. She's got the blindfold on. You're going to have to move forward and trust. The unknown with that 8 of where to go. You're going to have to trust. Like blind faith, you're going to have to trust your intuition. Yeah, you're going to have new stuff coming at you. I wonder what you're going to be, and you're going to have to trust. There's going to be fear, but you're just going to have to trust. This is actually so good. So, it is major, but I don't feel like it's like everybody else. Like, it is major, but it's not major in the way that it's going to be difficult, like probably the last couple of years going through it in your sign. It's expansive. I feel like it's going to be almost in a way like there's going to be a lot into the great wide open. You know what I mean? That song. Like, there's so much. I was just thinking about this last night. I don't really have any, I think I may have one house in Pisces, but this kind of reminded me of that. Like, I'm kind of free from a lot now, and I have so much that I can do, and it's like, what do I want to do? You know, like, I feel like you can, when you have so many options, that's going to be the difficulty. You can be whatever you want. You can try whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. I feel like that's the difficulty. So it's not in a bad way. Yeah. Look, you can, the judgment with a magician. It's like you can do whatever you want. Like, you can be whatever you want. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands. It's like, fulfill yourself. This is actually the best. The best of them all. The best reading of them all. I want to look at this 34. Yours is actually, I've been liking my Pisces readings lately. The one over, I did one over on TikTok, and it was so, there was like no drama, no nothing. Okay, so, no, wrong card. So these are the gifts over here, 34. The fish symbolize good fortune, money, success, and material wealth. Wages, investment, and financial transactions are also covered by this card. Self-employment, entrepreneurial endeavors, okay? I was just seeing, oh, the crossroads. No, you didn't have the crossroads. This is community. I was seeing if any of the other cards that go with it. So this is like a new life with a child. So you may even have a new community as well. So those are your gifts coming. during this transit. You have a huge expansion. So I feel like this is just your time to kind of like, I almost kind of feel like it's a rebirth. But it's like the birth part, not like the dying part. It's the birth part. Like, I don't have the death card here, but that's almost like it's for you to figure out like what's next, or who you want to be, or how you want to show up, if it's in relationships, or it is a challenge though. You know what I mean? When you can, it's almost like you move to a new city and you can be anyone you want. You know what I mean? It is a challenge. It looks pretty major though too as well. So that's all right. That's what I have for you. I will see you guys next time.